Hi everyone, I'm here today at Mr. Egg, a Taiwanese restaurant selling fried chicken and bubble tea. I wonder if Mr. Egg is a real person. Is it a bald man with an egg-shaped head? I wonder. Anyway, Mr. Egg is situated on Oxford Road in Manchester, around 1 minute from the university and 20 minutes from Oxford Road Station. I don't often come this way, but I saw the pictures on social media and it looks like my kind of food. It's 1 PM on a bank holiday and the place is looking pretty quiet. I expect it'll pick up soon. At the front counter is an array of video screens showing exactly what kind of food you can expect. I'm intrigued by what looks to be a pancake that's being prepared, as well as the different types of chicken they serve. It all looks amazing. The menu is divided into several sections including burgers, wraps, pancakes and delicacies. I saw a picture of the Taiwan mega chicken steak, so that's definitely on my order, £8.50. And I'm choosing salt and pepper seasoning to go on top. I like the look of the pancakes, so I also want to try one of those. I'm going to go for the black rice pancake. And I want it spicy. £5.90 doesn't sound too bad a price. Let's see what we get. The drinks menu is huge. I'm a simple guy, I think I can't go wrong with a creme brulee milk tea boba. £4.60 sounds about right. The food and drink came to £19 in total. Not bad for 2 meals and a drink. All I have to do now is wait and hope they're decent in quality. The order was ready in about 13 minutes, which is pretty quick since they made it all from scratch. I must say that I'm happy with the boba tea. It looks pretty appealing and I can't wait to try it. This packaging is unusual. I thought it was the mega chicken steak at first, but it's actually the pancake. I wonder what these crispy bits are inside. So this must be the chicken. Opening up the heavy little box, I can see that yes, it's the chicken steak, but they've chopped it up. I'm a little disappointed to tell you the truth. I was expecting a big thin crispy piece of chicken like the picture. If I order a steak, I would send it back normally if it was cut into little pieces, but I think they're trying to be helpful here. First off, we'll try the pancake. I like the black rice colour and I'm intrigued by the crispy bits. Biting into the pancake isn't easy with the box, and I can't get much of a mouthful, but I get a taste of the spicy chilli immediately. It's really good. The pancake itself is soft and floppy like English pancakes, and the crispy bits inside taste a bit like a poppadom. I'd have this again, but I might consider some fillings next time for a little bit extra. Maybe some chicken strips for £1.80 or sausage for 80p. Onto the chicken. I know I've already complained about this not being a steak, but there's a lot of pieces in here and they look quite appetizing. When I bite through the crispy batter, I can taste that the chicken is nicely seasoned and tender. It's really good. The batter is super crispy and has its own seasoning on top. I chose the salt and pepper and I think I can taste a hint of 5 spice. It's really good, and I can mostly forgive that they didn't give me a whole steak piece. Mostly. I can even use some of the chicken inside the pancake. I think this is a nice compromise, to be honest. There's enough pieces of chicken, and it gives an extra dimension to the pancake. Not that it needs it, of course. Onto the boba tea. This one is creme brulee. It's usually my favourite flavour. I like the appearance of this one. At the top is cream, milk tea in the middle, and tapioca pearls at the bottom. The flavour is really good. It's not too sweet and it's pretty rich and creamy. The boba is nice and chewy. Delicious. When I got to the bottom, I had a look inside and I realised my error. There's pieces of creme brulee inside. I should have tried to eat this earlier. It's not too late though. I can try some now. Oh yeah, that's really good. I feel a bit naughty eating what's essentially a huge lump of burnt sugar, but it's delicious so I don't really care. I'm eating elsewhere, so I'm taking some chicken to go. Since the chicken came in a box already, I only needed a bag, which the staff were only too happy to provide. How cool is this? I'm easily pleased. I know. When I first came here it was dead. Now the place is busy. I guess it comes in waves. I'd happily come here again. I want some more of the chicken and I want to try more of the menu. Maybe next time I'll try the popcorn chicken. My next stop is here at Momo, about 10 minutes walk from Mr. Egg, if you're a snail. It's right next door, which is really convenient for me in this video. I'm drawn to the window where I can see some ladies making dumplings. I'm definitely having some of these. There seems to be a variety of different things on offer here. Upstairs is a dessert cafe, they've got a hot pot buffet section on one side of the ground floor, and at the counter they can take your orders for different meals and drinks. I'm going for the braised beef brisket with noodles for £11. Sounds pretty reasonable. I struggled a bit with the drink order as the menu is pretty massive drinks wise. However, the nice girl at the counter told me that they have an offer for 5 dumplings with this drink for £5. Wow. The drink is even cheaper if I buy dumplings with it. Who would have thought? I'm pretty sure they made this deal up on the spot, but I'm not complaining. The first part of the order comes out, the dumplings and the drink. I opted for a pork filling. For the price, I'm pretty impressed already. Shortly after, the beef brisket and noodles arrive. I wasn't expecting a noodle soup to be honest. I should have asked, but the bowl is large and it looks great. The portion is generous and it's inviting. Okay, I'm mostly intrigued by this pink drink, so let's try that first. It's supposed to be dragon fruit, but when I look at the bottom there's a thick looking syrup. It seems that it separates if you leave it, but it fixes itself with a quick shake. Wow, it tastes pink. It's sweet and juicy. I think this is really great and refreshing. I don't have dragon fruit that often, if at all, and I think I'll definitely have more in future. Onto the beef noodles. The noodles look to be handmade. They separate nicely and are pretty easy to handle with the chopsticks. Biting into them, they're a little bit bouncy and carry some of the broth. They're really good and I'm pleased. They've given a good amount of beef brisket along with potatoes and pak choy. The noodles are plentiful. When I look at the broth a little bit closely, it's a little oily. Not necessarily a bad thing however, as this is where the flavour is. When I take a sip, it's nicely seasoned and has a good depth of flavour. It's not too heavy, it's delicious. Well done Momo, for now at least. We still have to try the beef. They're pretty generous with the pieces of beef. There's a lot in there and there's a thick gravy clinging to the outside. When I bite into the beef, the flavour is there, it's tasty, but the texture is a little on the tougher side. If they braised it a bit longer, it would have been more tender, which is a shame. Weirdly, one of the heroes of this dish for me was the potato. It was soft but not mushy, and it soaked up all the braised beef flavour. I loved it and I could have eaten this on its own. Yum. The other hero had to be the noodles. They did really well to make these. They're springy and have a good bite to them. I'd have these again, but I'd choose something else instead of the beef. Onto the dumplings. These actually look a bit like pierogi, which is quite interesting. I think they've been boiled or steamed. Either way, when I dip these into the sauce and bite into them, I'm pleasantly surprised. The filling is rich and well seasoned. I really like these. The pastry has a nice firmness and the filling is well mixed with a nice texture. I'm not sure I can manage a whole one in my mouth however. Let's try. Wow, how much is this drink separating? I think most of the top is foam. Who cares? It's delicious and that's all that matters. So that was Mr. Egg and Momo. 2 great places, a stone's throw from Manchester University. I'll come back here again as I found them to be good value for money. Thank you for watching this video and for supporting my channel. I'd love to hear from you, so leave me a comment and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, until next time, bye!